finished constructing my preliminary task, and it gave me a real idea on how to construct a magazine when I need to come to do my own. And we got some feedback on what people thought about it and what could be improved or what we should include when we have to go off and make our own. And the feedback was really helpful. The rest of our media class gave us the feedback, and it really showed me what worked or what things I did which were just like, yeah, you should do that again in the future, or you should change certain things. Everyone really liked the main image. They thought it was like it fit really well with the magazine and the position of it. It was right in the middle, and it had a direct mode of address, so it really like related to the reader. And I think when a magazine always has a direct mode of address, it really encourages you to buy it. Like that always encourages me to buy it because you just it like it's looking at you. So I think it does connect with the reader a lot better. So as well, the other thing was the masthead got a lot of positive results. As people said, it was really bold and it stood out a lot. So people would pick up that certain magazine rather than one that didn't look as in your face. So that's another thing I've thought, yeah, I need to try and do again when I make my own magazine. And as well, my magazine is going to be a rock magazine, so it needs to be very out there anyway, because all magazines are, like Kerrang is, and other magazines such as Rock Sound or even NME, that isn't just rock based, but that's always really stands out on the shelf at shops. So that's the kind of thing I want to try and create. Most people really like the puff too. They like the position and the colours used. The colours were mainly red and black and some blues, and they said it went really, really well. They said the puff went really well with the college magazine. They said it would be an ideal thing because it was a Topshop Topman voucher, so it like appealed to both people because it wasn't like both genders would buy it. We didn't really know. We didn't want to make it just a gender specific prize to win. So a lot of people did really like the idea that we came up with. The colour, the position was what had the image just, it was in the pretty much the centre, and it just like worked really well, and everyone really liked the way that looked. What else? We did forget to put a price on it, and it would be essential to have one, so that was quite a big issue. In some areas the blue text was really hard to read, so we could have used a darker colour or positioned the text a bit better. So I know I really make sure that's important when I make my own magazine. So I think a lot about the colours and stuff. But for my own magazine, I don't think I'd be really using blue. It'll be mostly red and black, but them two colours. People did say the red and black that we used on the front cover of this one worked really well. So as I've practiced this now, I know that yeah, them two colours do work really well, and so I know I'll be using them two mainly as my colour scheme in the future. As well, a lot of people said we should have used secondary images, but we did think about doing this, but it looked a bit cluttered and it also drew attention away from the main image, which we didn't want. So that was what the main cell line was. But I will definitely be using secondary images, not just a dominant image on my whole magazine, because it's like really important. I already know on my front cover I'm going to be using like pictures of poster previews and also definitely a live gig photo, because from my survey I found out that my target audience really like both them things. As well, we had mixed feedback on the font style. Some people liked it and some people said it looked a bit unprofessional. So when I create my other magazine, I need to make sure it fits with the genre but also does look really professional and it doesn't just look like I've made it quite quickly. So next time I'll try and use a different font style, as it didn't appeal to everyone, and it really needs to be important that it's something that appeals to everyone. This feedback gave me lots of ideas on improving my music magazine. So overall, it'll really help my music magazine. From the masthead to essential information, fonts, colours, positioning and layout. So it came in really handy, and as well it helped me learn how to use Photoshop a lot better too. Because I've used Photoshop before, and I use it in my photography lessons, but apart from that I was pretty clueless. So it did come in really handy, and it was good getting to work with people in my class because we all kind of didn't know what we were doing, and it all gave us a really good idea as we all got the same feedback, and we'll be able to make our coursework magazine really well now, and I'll get the hang of Photoshop a lot better now. So the feedback came in really handy, and it's going to help my construction of my magazine a lot.